Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am sorry I can't be with you today in person. However, with the help of technology, I can be with you virtually. I'd like to take a few minutes talking about the importance the government places on the success of the aviation industry and how we are enabling that success. Aviation is doing very well in New Zealand and is a real catalyst for growth in the economy. Your sector supports our tourism industry, facilitates business connections and provides high value employment opportunities. Aviation is an innovative sector with significant export potential, already contributing $1.43 billion in manufacturing exports. 99% of international visitors to New Zealand arrive by year. The government has been particularly active in supporting our international air links. Since 2012, we have negotiated over 30 new or amended air services agreements. We are beginning to see results. The new air services by Philippine Airlines between Manila and Auckland via Cairns is an example. Air New Zealand will start services in December between Buenos Aires and New Zealand, directly accessing the Latin American market. It's doing similar into Houston, the United States of America. We are also seeing extremely strong growth from Chinese airlines who have been helped by enhancements to our air services agreement negotiated in 2012. In the last 12 months, for example, the number of visitors to New Zealand from China increased by nearly 30%. As well as that, we're poised for strong growth in domestic aviation. Air New Zealand's decision to withdraw from a number of regional routes has provided new opportunities for other airlines. I'm pleased to see that new operators have opened all new services for all of those routes. Jetstar's recent announcement that it plans to expand its domestic network in New Zealand will stimulate lower fares and more growth to and from our regions. New Zealand has a strong history of innovation in the aviation industry. Companies developing exportable products include companies such as Pacific Aerospace, CTC Aviation, and then in the new drones field, for example, Global Aerial Platforms, Aeronavix Limited, whose drones have been granted US Federal Aviation Authority exemption to be used for film and TV work in Hollywood. Altus Solutions, which provides drones to capture aerial images in virtually any field. And then there's companies such as Composites Helicopters, for example. I recently spoke at the International Transport Forum's 2015 summit, where New Zealand concluded its term as president. I talked about how our open skies policy is perhaps the most liberalised in the world, and it's helping us build stronger connections with international markets, giving us access to ideas, knowledge and resources. We believe the system of bilateral air services agreements that we have in the world are historic and outdated. New Zealand's focus on liberalisation and a deregulated aviation market has brought significant connectivity benefits to and from New Zealand, and we want to go further. We encourage moves by the international aviation community and governments to move towards multilateralism. The government's also committed to modernise New Zealand's airspace and air navigation systems through its 10-year New Southern Sky program. New Southern Sky enables technologies that will bring approximately $2 billion of benefits to our country over the next 20 years. The program itself is expected to provide direct benefits of $178 million over the same period. Let me give you an update on the regulatory space. New rules are coming into force on 1 August 2015 in relation to RPAs, or remotely piloted aircraft. These rules aim to provide a flexible framework for drone operators to receive certification to operate safely. We will monitor the progress of these new rules, as we are also thinking about the long-term strategy for integrating RPAs into the aviation system. Input from the RPA sector was integral to the development of the new rules and will be just as important as the rules are implemented. Regulating this activity is new ground for everyone. No one knows how the regulation will work in practice entirely, but it will be better for the users. Another area is Civil Aviation and Airport Authorities Act review. To enable more opportunities for innovative companies such as these, the government needs to ensure laws and regulations are fit for purpose. The Ministry received 31 submissions in response to the consultation document and is now considering the submissions and developing its recommendations for amendments to both acts. Yet another area is the Civil Aviation Authority funding review. As you'll be aware, the CAA is currently undergoing its 3-yearly review of fees, charges and levies in the aviation system. CAA expects it to release a consultation document with proposed changes to fees and charges in August 2015. Another very significant area is clear heads. Here, the government is looking at options to reduce the risks of alcohol and drug-related impairment in aviation, maritime and rail. The Ministry of Transport consulted on clear heads with industry, and Cabinet will consider the outcomes of this consultation in September 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, as I say, I'm really excited about aviation as a sector, as a catalyst for economic growth. Your industry is vital to New Zealand's prosperity and links to the rest of the world. I hope you can see from the work the government is doing in the aviation space that we're committed, as you are, to making this part of the transport sector a real success. Enjoy the rest of your time together at the summit. I look forward to our continued work together.